And today is Wednesday, July 15, 2026. I'm sitting in my car in front of the Dunkin' Donuts here in Islip, actually sit between Central Islip and Brentwood here. We're at the corner of Route 111 and Suffolk Avenue here. We're going to be walking over to the Islip Avenue crossing here, the Long Island Railroad's main line tonight. We've got an M3 working for train 1060, led by 98, 98, and 12 cars. Running about 13 minutes late out of Farmingdale. Supposedly equipment problems at Penn Station on this equipment caused a delay prior to its departure out of Penn Station. This equipment actually ran last night. It's been running for the last few days. More notably, the equipment ran as train 168 yesterday after it was train 4368 from a prior move. 168 came as 4363, went back as train 179 and went to Ronkonkoma went to Ronkonkoma as train 1980. This morning, 1919, and then 4366 before this afternoon becoming 4367 and now 1060. This equipment will go to Ronkonkoma, should turn around as train 4959 for a later run to Ronkonkoma. Unknown what it will be, but it should be a later run to Ronkonkoma. Tonight, no other M3s working. Usually there is on the main line. There is one working the Brooklyn shuttle. There was one prior this morning, a second one that ran to Huntington as an 8-car set. Actually, we had an 8-car set go to Ronkonkoma earlier, as train 1954. 9942 is the leader with that one with 8. Supposedly maybe coming back as a later run for train 1975. Usually 1975 comes off at train 1056, but supposedly it may be an M3. Who knows? But regardless of the fact, we will be seeing train 1060 tonight here in Islip, Central Islip, Brentwood line, here at Islip Avenue. We're looking to the west here from the Islip Avenue crossing. And train 1060 tonight has the 90 West motor is 9937. Since been together for quite a few days. There was actually a second 12-car M3 set. It had the 9944 on it, leading with 9885 on the west end. Unsure on the disposition of that set, however, it is not running tonight. And we have this one running tonight. This train is running about, roughly was last reported 13 minutes late out of Farmingdale, actually out of Wyandanch. Currently taking a look right now, it is 12 minutes late out of Deer Park. Time now is 6:42. He should be here coming to Brentwood shortly. Then after that, he'll be coming over here to... He'll be passing by here at Islip Avenue to make Central Islip its next stop. Time now is 6:43. He's just making the arrival here at Brentwood, just to the west of here, within the mile or so. Things are now just coming down for 1060 now. As these gates do go down, it's funny how I say that the gates are coming down here. It normally stops at Brentwood. It's a stop, and the gates come down at that point. And he's making this move right now. Late out of Brentwood at this point. He's making his move now. Again, 98, the leader with 12. We're at Ronkonkoma Station here, watching the Greenport Scoot depart, DE30AC 413. This one's been on here for quite a while. As he's now departing train 956 to Greenport. C3 trailers 4090, 4034, and C3 cab 5006. We just had train 2068, which is in the station right now. Train 1060 went into the yard here. We'll be turning around in the yard to head back west. Is 4959. 1062 following, both with M7s tonight. Okay, did forget to mention the time of the Scoot departing. He departed 5 minutes late at 7:05. Time now is 7:07. Okay, we did notice train 1060 going into the yard. 1062 is actually in the station with 2068 that had already gone into the yard. 1062 is still in the station here at Ronkonkoma. Should be proceeding, going into the yard shortly, as the Greenport Scoot had just went east towards Greenport for here from Ronkonkoma. We're going to be also watching train 1975 coming out of the yard here at Ronkonkoma, supposedly running with 1056's equipment, which was also M7's. Time now is 7:08, and here goes train 1062 into the yard here at Ronkonkoma. And we have 7326 as the leader. Let's go into the yard via the wash track here. We have 1974 and 1064 coming. 1064 running with M9s, led by 9028 and 12 cars. 1062 relatively is a smaller train, runs with 8 cars, which follows train 2068. Trains in the 10 series used to terminate as revenue moves in Brentwood and then proceeded east to Ronkonkoma as a non-revenue, but due to the heavy demands all the 10s and 19 series out of Penn Station and even Grand Central in the 20s all go to Ronkonkoma now. Trains in the 10 series only are designated as rush hour trains. And this is actually a 10-car set. Here's at 1974. It's just got to Ronkonkoma now. Also with M7s led by 7482 and 10 cars. Trains built by Bombardier between 2002 and 2007. Replaced the Metropolitan Bud M1s, which ran in service on the Long Island Railroad between 1968 and 2006. Time now 7:14. Here comes 1975 out of the yard. Equipment that was trained 1056 prior, along with the crew. This train's also running with 10 cars. This is different equipment, not the equipment used for 1056, which was 8 cars. It looks like 1974 is proceeding into the yard now. Time now 7:16. So this train is proceeding. Looks like we have. So we're going to have the equipment for train 4959 come through. Time now 7:19, and here comes 4959 with the M3 set from train 1060. It's coming to the station now. We'll be able to read car numbers off of this consist. All right, 4959 coming into the station now at 7:20. 1975 has just departed. 1974 is going into the yard. 9937 going. Eating this consist. $99.37, $99.38, $99.33, $99.34. $98.23, $98.24. $98.07, $98.08. $98.79, $98.80. And $98.97, $98.98. And some 3 equipment was trained 1060 Penn Station around Ronkonkoma. It was 4367. Turning as 4959, should be coming back as a later run to Ronkonkoma.